Hello, my friends. It is Friday. Friday, thank goodness. I thought I would start my weekend vlog a little bit early this weekend. Instead of just doing Saturday and Sunday, I'm throwing Friday in just because it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I got good hair going on and I just feel like it. And thank you so much for everybody telling me, you love my new hair and all that stuff. I really do appreciate it. It is very humbling. I like it too, but I'm going to tell you, it takes forever. It's already flopped a little bit. It takes forever. It takes a good 30 to 40 minutes for me to do this. Yeah. So it only gets done on very rare days. It definitely does not get done on days where I have the babies because ain't nobody got time for that. And it's best to do it, believe it or not, going against the grain of all hairdressing things. It's actually better to do on clean hair. Usually like your updos and your braids and your curls do better in dirty hair, but this works better for me in clean hair. So I did wash my hair this morning and I decided to curl it. So yeah. Went to the dermatologist this morning about my foot, my wart. She said it is huge, just like the foot doctor said. We are trying a new medication, a new medication pad for 2 to 3 weeks, and then I go back to see her, and she thinks that she will be able to, and I quote, scoop it all out once we use this medication for that long. Yeah. She swears that it will be dead and I will not feel a thing, so that's good. I did not ask about any restrictions with exercise or anything though, but it is what it is. I could have gone back like the 28th, I think, but we're going to Lancaster that weekend, and just in case it's sore after she scoops it out, I decided against that. So I'm going back the following week. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully this will get this taken care of, because it's annoying. So that's done. And then I had to stop at the grocery store. I hate stopping at the grocery store. I like shopping once a month. But something came up for tomorrow. We are, well, actually 2 things came up. The first thing that came up was I watched Kim over to Girl on Her Phone. I watched her menu plan and grocery haul. And she talked about a queso cheese that she got the recipe from a Mexican restaurant. Well, if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know I am obsessed with all these orange queso cheese. I do not love the ingredients in it, and you know we are really, really trying to be very mindful of processed foods and be very mindful of ingredients. So Kim was talking about this queso cheese, and you make it with real cheese and milk and chilies and pimentos, and I'm like, yes. So I called Kim to get the recipe, and I needed to get cheese. I have cheese at home, but I guarantee that if I think I have enough, I won't, because somebody will have had grilled cheese for lunch. So I stopped at the and plus then we just found out we're going to my niece's tomorrow night to watch the fights, MMA, UFC fights. Now, I don't watch them. I cannot watch people beat each other up. I can't do it. So I will go and I will take my book and I will busy myself in the kitchen making everybody's snacks and refreshing everybody's beverages. I will read my book. I will do whatever I can to not watch the fight. But Doug and the boys really want to go, and my nephews are going to be there, and I just really want to. I had a great time with my niece hiking on Monday, so I have seen her recently, but I haven't seen my nephews in a while. One lives in New York and the other's all over the place. So we're looking forward to going down there. So I decided to make, and she always does like just pickies, which will be a perfect dinner for us because we'll be going right from church. So I decided to make pepperoni bread, and I definitely do not have the ingredients lying around for that. I don't have pepperoni. I think that's, and I had to buy some provolone because I only have like 3 slices of provolone. So I had to get that. I have everything to make the dough and all that, so we're good with that. So yeah, I had to go to the grocery store. So that's that. Tonight is Pinochle. We've had to move Pinochle to tonight because my brother has a big poker tournament he's in tomorrow night. So we're doing Pinochle tonight, and it's at our house, and I am making tacos. Hence the reason I wanted to make that queso cheese, because it is taco night. So I will take you along and while I prepare the taco bar and show you a little snippet or two of us playing tonight. And that's about it for today. What else? Can't think of anything else right now. For breakfast this morning, I had 2 points worth of hash brown potatoes. I just took some potatoes and grated them, soaked them for a little bit early this morning, and then just put them in a skillet with a teaspoon or so of olive oil, not even enough to count once I divided it between all, amongst all of us. And then I used my cast iron, so they weren't sticking or anything. I had that was 2 points on blue, 2 points on green, 0 points on purple. I had 2 eggs over light, and I had 2 links of the Jones's chicken sausage. So 3-point breakfast on blue, 7 on green, 1 on purple. And I'm trying to save all my points for taco night tonight. So, and my sister-in-law texted me this morning. I think, she's in charge of dessert, and it's the big anniversary celebration of our Amish market. I think she's bringing Amish donuts because she asked me what everybody liked. So, yeah. I already decided that I will keep my tacos relatively low in point. Instead of using full fat cheese, I'll use my Cabot. I still have some Cabot 75 in there. I'll use that for myself. And I'll have chicken instead of beef for myself. And maybe I'll have a big taco salad instead of shells, or I'll just have 1 shell. Instead of, because I think it's 3 shells for 5 points. So maybe I'll just have 1 shell. And we'll see. Or I'll just have a salad, and maybe I'll have a little bit of tortilla chips. I am going to make guacamole. I need to figure out the points on that. The only thing I have to count is the avocado, because I put avocado, tomatoes, lime juice, cilantro, onion, and salt. The only thing with points is the avocado. So I think what I'll do is I'll prepare the avocado, and I'll weigh that and see how much avocado is in there, and then figure out servings from that, because I definitely will have some guacamole. I might use one of my big rice cakes, those pop cakes, to dip in it instead of tortilla chips if I'm trying to save some points. I will eat half of my donut probably. That's my goal, is to only eat half the donut. So that's my goal. We had the picnic at church last night. I did fantastic. I was so proud of myself. So they had brisket, ribs, collards, grilled vegetables, cornbread. I made really good choices. I kept my portions under control, and I was really, really happy with it. So I've talked way too long for a weekend vlog. Way too long. So I'm gonna shut the trap and get these groceries in, or get home and get these groceries in, and talk to you later. Not really hungry, but wanted to have something, so I decided to have a smoothie. Now, Weight Watcher says we have to count the points for blended fruit. You do you. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. If I'm having it as a snack, I count it. If I'm having it as a meal replacement, I don't. Probably doesn't make sense, but it's just how I roll. I will count, there's a half a cup of milk in here. So I will count the 2 points for the half a cup of 1% milk. There's about a half a cup of berries. And there is a dollop of Greek yogurt. So I'm going to count this as 2 points. You could count it as 6. You do you. Okay, so I am getting ready for pinochle night and taco night. So I thought I would bring you along while I made my guacamole. So in this bowl, I've got my avocados, and I weighed them out. There is 354 grams of avocado in here. This way it'll be easier for me to figure out a serving size and the points. So I weighed that out, I wrote it down. Everything else I'm putting in is 0 points. So this was really the only thing I had to worry about. So what I'm gonna do, these are 3 medium avocados, nice and ripe. And I use my potato masher and just, you know, really, I like a little tiny bit of chunk, but not a whole lot. So I'm just using my potato masher. I've used a fork. I've used the mortar and pestle, but I find that this works the best for me and for the consistency that we like it. Now I'm sure it's a little bit less grams now. I am not concerned about that. Okay, so we have our mashed avocado, and to that I'm gonna add a chopped up tomato. This is just 1 medium tomato. And I just kind of, is that good, Andrew, or should I add a little more?
Yeah, a little bit more. Okay.
We'll add all of it. And then I'm gonna add in a little less than a teaspoon of salt. I like my guacamole a little salty. Andrew does not, so it's a little power struggle there. Then I'm gonna take an onion, and what I like to, I don't like chunks of onion, and neither does Doug, but I like a little onion flavor in there. So I'm just gonna take my onion and take the small side of my little grater here and just grate a little bit of onion in, and it pretty much turns it into onion liquid, onion mush.
Minced onion.
Well, not even minced, like actually, of course it's falling apart because I cut it the wrong direction. So that's all, just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of flavor. Then I'm gonna take the juice of 1 lime, maybe 2, depending on how much juice I get out of it. Once it's done, we do a taste test and we decide, and it always seems like we end up adding more lime to it. And then I'm going to add some chopped cilantro. Not a whole lot. And just mix it together. That is it. That is it. So simple, so easy, and oh my goodness, so delicious. And if it's still too chunky for you, you can go back in with a fork or whatever. And that's it, it's done. Now, I've heard, I don't know if it's true, I don't know if it really works, and of course I already threw it in the trash, so it's too late now, to take one of the pits from your avocado and toss it in your guacamole, and it'll keep it from turning brown. And I usually do toss one in there, but like I said, I forgot. And then what I do, I like my guacamole to be refrigerated for a little bit. So I take a piece of plastic wrap. And I press it right down on the surface of the guac. And that keeps it from turning brown also. You know, for this small amount of time. I mean, I'm making this at 3 o'clock. We're gonna eat it at 6 o'clock. So it'll be nice and chilled and it'll keep it nice and fresh. And that is it. So I have to figure out the serving size, figure out the points, and we'll be good to go. Now let's open this bad boy up and taste it.
I can't, it's not stopping. Good Saturday morning. You weren't expecting to see me behind the camera today. That's because
my mother's driving. Well, today we are going to the Cowtown Flea Market in New Jersey. It's just me and my mother today. My brother is managing at the swim club, and my dad is also at the swim club watching the swim meet because he missed it very much. But you know what? That's okay. I mean, you do the sport for a while, you tend to miss it, and the spectators tend to miss it. But hey, he'll enjoy himself. So come along with me and my mother today as we go to Cowtown, and we'll gladly take you on for this adventure. It's going to be a fun time. Anything to add?
I forgot to film last night during Pinochle. I ate too much. You know, I went in with a plan, and my plan went to hell in a handbasket.
You know why? It's because of that queso.
No, I didn't. I did not. It was the guacamole and chips. It gets me every time.
Guac is definitely your weakness.
Guac is now my weakness. I did fine with the tacos. It was the guac and chips. So, little detox today because we have a busy weekend. Actually, I didn't even get breakfast this morning because I had a friend come over from church to get some sourdough starter. And then we left. We are, like I said, going to Cowtown. I have to go home and I have to make pepperoni bread, not WW friendly, to take tonight to my niece. Oh, then we have to go to church. Then we have to go right down to my niece's. We're going down and hanging out at her house to watch the fights tonight. I don't watch the fights. I'll read my book. But just hang out with family, have a good time. I've got to rein in the snacking. And tomorrow we have some coop work to do, and we have a birthday party to go to. So busy weekend, and we'll bring you along for all the fun. There are definitely some interesting selections. Because doesn't everyone need a pendant of the Last Supper? So this is more like the flea market-y section that's outside in the back. You just never know what you're gonna find. I am so hungry, but I am being so good. All that time curling my hair this morning, and it's not even hot or humid today, and it's still flopped.
It was pretty hot.
So now I'm gonna have to do it again before church. Yeah, straight hair girl problems. Anyway, we are done at Cowtown. We bought a few things. We bought, what did Andrew buy? A knife. My kids are obsessed with pocket knives. They get that from their grandfather. We bought some t-shirts for Andrew. We bought, what else did we buy? Oh, some gibbets for Adam and Grace. If you don't know what a gibbet is, they are the little charms that go on your Croc shoes. I think that's all we bought, right?
I think so.
Oh, and I bought some roasted peanuts for Doug, fresh roasted peanuts. So, we are done. We are heading over to the thrift store now. If I see anything good in there, I'll let you know. Big farmer's market. It's a very popular one and a very busy one because it is on the way to the Jersey Shore, and this is where everyone stops. So we had one more stop on the way home. We stopped at the Amish market because it is their 15th anniversary weekend, so they were having some sales. One of their sales was their homemade white bread. $1.50 a loaf. Honestly, I don't have time to make bread, and we are out, so we just grabbed this. Andrew wanted some of the roasted red pepper cheese spread to take to my nieces tonight for snack. I picked up Adam some of their organic chocolate milk. And this is what I went for. Everything else was fluff, of course. We absolutely love these sausages. They have all different flavors. My favorite is the mild Italian griller. They are the leanest sausages I have ever had. I figured them out. Denise and I have discussed it, and we figured them out to be 3 points. So that's what we give them because Denise loves them too. So I got 16 of the mild Italian grillers, and I'll freeze them. We like to use these for sausage and peppers. Andrew wanted some bacon cheddar grillers, so him and Adam will have those on the grill and make sandwiches the weekend that Doug and I are away. And then, oh, they marked them wrong. One of these, this one is actually apple cinnamon sausage. Andrew wanted to try those for breakfast, so I picked up a couple of those. So that is what we got at the Amish market. I'm too lazy to heat up all the taco stuff and make a taco salad, so I am just having a bowl of cereal. It is 1 cup of puffed kamut for 1 point, 1/4 cup of 1% milk for, I think, a point, and a few blueberries. So that is my lunch today, or breakfast, or whatever.
I didn't want Andrew to have all the spotlight with his vlogging, so here I am. Right now we're on the way to my cousin's house to watch the UFC fights that I am excited for, because I don't follow UFC religiously, but like I do follow it, and I have my boy Conor McGregor fighting tonight, so that's huge. Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor, number 3, the trilogy. I'm very excited. I don't know if these guys all are, probably to win some money, but you know, yeah, literally. But I'm just excited to watch and be there because I haven't seen my cousins in probably close to a year by now. So.
You saw them at Christmas.
Okay, it feels like a year since Christmas. Close enough.
Hello.
We are down at my niece's house. I am here with my 2 handsome nephews that I told you we were coming to hang out with. Not only are they my handsome nephews, they have a YouTube channel.
We do. It's called The Perfect Parlay Pursuit. If you're into UFC, if you're into sports betting, you can find us at Perfect Parlay Pursuit. And we're having a great time with our aunt. We're watching some UFC. She's reading her book in the corner. Very on brand for her channel. Alex, why don't you tell a little bit about what they'll find on our channel?
You will find a lot of parlays. We turn lunch money to rent money.
Trinity, tell them how much you've won. To date, year to date. Year to date. Not tonight.
You don't want me to.
That's not
No,
true. You're lying.
we're having a good time. We are. We're having a lot of laughs and a good time. Everybody's here. Say hi, everybody. Hello. Say hi, everybody. But now I'm going to go read my book because another fight's starting and I don't watch. Because apparently a girl had her face pretty much turned into mincemeat. Yeah, no. So if you're into this kind of stuff, I'll put the link in the description
Or if
box
your husband
below.
or your nephew or your son is into UFC, send him our way.
Or your stepsister.
I will put the link to these guys' channel down in the description box below. But I'm warning you. He's also my godson. Not only is he my nephew, he's my favorite godson. This one,
Not so much.
no, he's not my godson, but he's right up there, ranked right up there. See you later, everybody. It is 1:30 in the morning, and we just got home. Believe it or not, I'm not that tired. I kind of want to finish the chapter in my book. We had a really good time tonight, just hanging out. I pretty much read my book all night in the same room as everybody else. And, I'd look up once in a while. If you're into this, if you know who Conor McGregor is, he's like the biggest MMA fighter ever. This was such a huge match. Huge match. It was over in like 5 minutes, I think. 4 minutes. He broke his foot. His opponent didn't break his foot. He broke his foot. So it was, ankle. I'm sorry, he broke his ankle. It was so anticlimactic. It was like, yeah, it stunk. But so be it. but we all said it was kind of karma because, you know, all the hype talk before, you know, he's like, oh, you know, he's going out on a stretcher. Yeah, well, Connor was the one that was taken out on the stretcher. So, but it was a fun night. I really enjoyed hanging with my nephews and my niece, and it was just a lot of good fun, and I did pretty well. I really haven't eaten much today. That's why I didn't show you any food. Like, we didn't eat breakfast. Lunch, I had that bowl of Kamut Puffs. And then at Stacy's, I had a lot of watermelon, a little bit of guac, half a piece of pepperoni bread. Or no, I'm sorry, a piece of pepperoni bread. And that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. So I wasn't real hungry today, which is good. I'll probably be very hungry tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a birthday party. It's been a rough couple days. I am making some bruschetta to take to the birthday party. So I got to get up and get started on making the baguette in the morning for that, and hopefully pick some more grape tomatoes from the garden to make the bruschetta. I'll just use grape tomatoes because the big tomatoes aren't ready yet. So that's that. But I am going to go and try to read the last chapter. I'm still reading those Victoria Hamilton vintage kitchen mysteries. I'm really enjoying them, especially since I like to cook and I love vintage. So yeah, good night. See you in a couple hours. What time is it, did I say? It's 1:30. 4 hours. I'll see you. Okay, good Sunday morning. It is breakfast time, and I have 2 scrambled eggs, 1 link of the sausage grillers that we bought at the Amish market yesterday. This is the apple cinnamon, and 1 slice of toast. So 5 points for my breakfast this morning, 3 for the sausage, 2 for the toast, and that is that. And I already have my baguette dough rising, and the kitchen looks a hot mess, so I'm gonna eat this and then start cleaning that mess up. Okay, my baguettes are in the oven, and I'm starting on the bruschetta mixture. I have my helper helping me chop up all the tomatoes. These are tomatoes fresh from the garden. So we're gonna get all these chopped up, and hopefully we have enough. We will see. I forgot to take video of the baguette before I sliced it. This is one that's sliced. There's another one that's already sliced and in the oven toasting. And here's the third one. The recipe makes 3 baguettes. So not bad. This is the first time I've used this recipe. It was pretty easy, came out nice. I do not have a baguette pan. I just hand shape it and throw it on a baking stone and do it that way. And they're fine, a little wonky, but they come out wonky in a baguette pan too, so. Oh, and I did have a little extra dough left because, long story. So I made a teeny little baby baguette. So now I'm just slicing it up, brushing it with olive oil, and toasting it in the oven. Here we are back at the lake. We are at my little nephew's 7th birthday party. Everybody is enjoying the water. We got lots of kayaks out there, lots of kayaks. And some tubes and some floaters. And of course fishermen. And I just got word that Mr. Adam caught a fish. Let's go check it out. Okay, so maybe saying that Adam caught a fish was a little bit of an overstatement. Adam pretty much caught...
understatement?
No, overstatement.
Oh, overstatement. Yeah.
Adam caught bait. Let's throw him right back in and see if we can catch something worth reeling it in. So we are just having a good time celebrating my nephew's 7th birthday. You saw my lunch or dinner. It's both lunch and dinner. It was delicious. I also had 2 pieces of the bruschetta that I made. And for the points on that, they're 1 point per slice. I got enough out of the 3 baguettes. I got about 80 slices. And then the mixture on, the only thing that you have to count in there is the olive oil. So I figured there was probably about 70 servings in that. So not too bad at 1 point per piece. Told you he'd finally get the big one.
I need to throw him in.
And he even broke his new rod getting it. Well, my friends, we are home from the birthday party, and that is it for me. You saw what I had for dinner. I had a slice of pizza, half a piece of sausage, maybe 2 tablespoons of pasta salad, 2 potato chips, and I had 2 pieces of bruschetta. So I think I did pretty well. And then later on I had an ear of corn and a little slice of watermelon. And then when they did cake and ice cream, it was cupcakes and ice cream, I had 1 homemade chocolate chip cookie with 1 tablespoon of vanilla ice cream on top of it. So I'm happy with the way I did. I think I did okay. And yeah, that was it. So now it is time to go let the chickens out, let them free range a little bit, clean up the kitchen, and that's about it. We're exhausted. We were up so late Friday night with Pinochle. We were out so late last night with the fights, and we're tired. So we are going to call it a night. We are going to go to bed relatively early because tomorrow I think we are going down to the shore tomorrow. We just decided today, we were kind of watching the weather. So we just decided today to go down. So Doug texted his boss to see if he could get tomorrow off. Hasn't heard back yet, but even if he doesn't hear back till tomorrow morning, we can still make the decision then to go. So right now the plan is to go to the shore tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. You know, it is what it is. So I will talk to you all later on in the week. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your continued support of my channel, and I will talk to you all very, very soon.